You know that moment when you wake up and you look around and just sigh? Or maybe you don't even have to look around. You just know. That's been me most of my adult life. Even after I've been keeping my bedroom mostly tidy for months now, it can still feel kind of overwhelming. But this morning, I am going to tackle it right away. I'm not going to let it sit there. And if you're watching this, you might need some motivation too. So, on this Saturday morning, this room here, which is my bedroom, welcome, needs to be cleaned up. I haven't made my bed, which I usually do first thing in the morning because I'm going to clean the sheets on my bed. But first, I get to vacuum because Persephone gets to do this without Sputnik bothering her. And let's see how long it takes Persephone to realize it's vacuum time. Oh, she's right there. Hey, Percy, I'm getting the vacuum. Yeah, the vacuum. The vacuum. Your turn? Okay. Here you see me in the wild cleaning up. I don't have my makeup on because that's not what I do in the mornings. I understand makeup as a thing I do to show in my culture that I am taking care of myself and competent. Don't get me wrong, I can enjoy the process of putting on makeup, but I still don't understand it as a thing that makes me a better me. I need to take care of my body, so I wash my face. I put the sunscreen on every morning and I brush my teeth. I do those care tasks for myself, but I don't consider makeup as something that makes me more competent in the work that I need to do. And again, if I'm doing some cleaning that might get dirty, get me kind of icky, I want to take a shower after, so I'm not going to put my makeup on in the morning, and I'm not even going to do it for the camera because that's just not the way I do it. I've learned that keeping a clean home is not about one big transformation. I used to think that that was so if I could just do the thing and get my home all the way clean for once, I would be able to keep it clean. But it is in the daily habits that I have been building that have helped me to keep this bedroom clean and now coming into the rest of my home. It's getting cleaner all the time. But it's not perfect, And is kind of tidy good enough? I think it is because this is not about me showing off my house to other people. It's about me living in my home and it working for me. This bed that I am making right now, I have said that it started in the bathroom, and that's right. But for years before I started my habit making in the bathroom, I made my bed every morning. I started doing that when I don't even remember where it was, but I read something that just making sure that the covers are pulled over everything and reasonably flat, you've made your bed. It doesn't have to be perfect because the purpose of making a bed is not just to show off, it's to keep the sheets and the bedding all clean and comfortable for when you get back into it. So I had been doing that for years already, and that is a habit that I have. Now, my first motivation to keep my bed made was perhaps kind of about thinking of myself as a person worthy. It came from someone saying that in interviews, they might ask you if you've made your bed this morning. And if you can say yes, then they'll know that you are a good hard worker. That's how I thought about it then. And it carried this judgment value on the kind of person I was. But I could not carry that value judgment to the rest of my home. I couldn't really start feeling like cleaning my home until I started feeling like I'm not doing it to show it off to other people. I'm not doing it to look good or be good or appear good. I am cleaning my home so that it's easier for me to do the things that I like. It is self-care. I have been reading How to Keep House While Drowning by Casey Davis. She gave all of the things that we need to do to keep our house clean, to keep ourselves clean, the designation of a care task. She called it a care task, and talked about how it can actually be quite complicated to plan and undertake and do all of these care tasks in our home. It takes a lot of executive function, and sometimes this was difficult for her in her postpartum days after having her children. It's just too much. Especially when you don't have anything around you congratulating you on doing your work or getting anything from it other than having to do a chore that feels like it never ever gets completed. But if you think of it not as something that is a completion, but as something that is a care task for yourself, it becomes easier. It's a process. The experience that I had that helped me understand that this isn't a thing to be done was thinking about cellular processes. Anybody who knows me in real life is like, yep, Amy, yeah. I love biology. That's what I studied before I studied history, and I love cells. I think their structure is amazing, but what I've learned about them is that they never have a task that is complete. There is always a process, always going. Now, if we want to get bigger and talk about our body, the minute we're done breathing, we're dead, right? We're never done breathing. We're never done blinking our eyes. We will eat, but eventually we'll have to eat again. And so we don't think of eating as something to be one and done. We don't okay, at the beginning of our life, I gathered all enough calories for the rest of my life. It's a daily task for us to accomplish these things to keep ourselves alive. And now, if we push that out to our living spaces, we don't have to think of it as it's something that I'm going to do this thing and then it's just going to get undone. We live, we do things in our homes. And there is something that Casey Davis said that just clicked with me. We are not there to serve our space. Our space is there to serve us. Our space is an extension of our physical selves that allows us to do the things that we need to do. That realization about, bodily processes, cellular processes never being done, that flipped a switch in me. And that was a while ago. It went from, I hate doing this, to, it's fine to do this. I can't even enjoy doing this. I think I had hated it because it was not something I could complete. I felt like I would just do a thing only to have it erased. But once I started thinking about it as the process, just the rhythm of doing whatever it is I'm doing settles me into my space. Now, all this talk about cleaning and tidying up as a sublime process that's peaceful and wonderful, that's what it is when I'm at my healthiest. It is not always that way. There are more things that I want and need to do in the day than I have time to do. And so when that starts to pile up on one another, or when I have been going like that for several days in a row, I'm out of the ability to figure out even how to do it. I'm out of the ability to look ahead and say, just do this next thing and this next thing. That's when it gets overwhelming for me, at least. So if I don't think about the whole thing that I have to do, the whole room that I have to clean, I just start with the bed and start with this. I have this video, Distracted Cleaning, where I had planned things, but I just let my brain go and do. And that was incredible for me because I just let it flow and I did not have an agenda. I'm going to clean and keep on cleaning, and ended up doing a lot because I would see one thing and like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I don't know why, but that worked for me. It was just fun. Now, once Sputnik has gotten home from the park, Vladimir likes to give him the works, and so he goes down and vacuums the family room.
Get up on there.
We vacuum a lot, so we don't mind letting the dogs kind of take charge of that. It has become a sport for the dogs, and we let them do that because they need activity, and they love it, and they beg us to do it, and we know we need to do it. So we just combine the two, playing with the dog and vacuuming at the same time. That's why we do it that way. But Ladybug would just prefer to be trained. She gets so excited when it's time for Sputnik to play with the vacuum downstairs because they get to go upstairs and I get to train them with treats. Once Sputnik has gotten home from the park, we have to keep those dogs separated because the other two dogs, especially Persephone, will push Sputnik out of the way. So we just give them each a different spot of the house that we're going to vacuum and that they get to play at. I started in my bedroom because this is for myself and for my husband, for my family, not for other people to see. Yes, I am showing it online, but only because I want to motivate you guys to understand that we are not cleaning our homes so that others can judge us as competent or good enough. We're cleaning our homes so that we can live in these spaces, uh, being able to do all the things that we need to do without feeling all stressed out. There's a story that Casey Davis told about how she had been doing a particular chore for her husband to have an easier time the next morning. And she found it easy to do that. Then she suddenly thought, why am I not doing this for myself? Why do I feel like my husband deserves to have this to be easier in the morning? But when it's my turn to do these things, I don't feel like I need to have it easier in the morning. A lot of the care tasks that we do are going to bless our future selves. Is kind of tidy really enough though? Now that I've got my bedroom done, let's find out in my home tour if this sort of kind of almost tidy is working for me. Plus, we'll look at some spots that I didn't quite get finished that are potential clutter crises. Let me know in the comments how you decide when your home is clean enough. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button, subscribe, and I will show you the last thing in my house that I need to do from the vote in my last messy home tour video. After you do your work on Saturday morning, I really suggest you do a little tour of your house and think about all the great things that you did so that you can know that you did something. Because I guarantee you 5 minutes later, somebody's going to put something somewhere, right? This is my bathroom Saturday morning. I do need to wash some surfaces down, but this is how it usually is. So nice. Let's take a look there. All still nice and neat. Yeah, I won't let you look in there much. Here's my bedroom. Oh, there's one thing I forgot after I cleaned it up here. Hi, Percy girl. I made this pillow a while ago, and I didn't put it on anything until just like now. But there we go. Oh, curtains need to be fixed a little bit. Code sticking out, but yeah. Oh, there's one more thing that I want to show you. I was going to talk to you about how nice the bedroom has been, but see that pile there? That pile happened last night. That's my husband continuing to declutter his things, which is awesome. I'm so excited about that. And when we lead by example, then it might take a little while, but people are good and they will start to follow after you. Now, yes, here we go. So there is that hallway, second floor landing with the linen closet. Yeah, nice. By the way, Vladimir painted that. It is from a Russian cartoon. Confession time. You've done it. You've had a job that you haven't finished. So this is actually from the linen closet clean. Just a little bit ago, I didn't get the doggy bed. Those aren't linen closet clothes, but they're other clothes that I
decided to donate. I need a bag to put them in, and that bin with the other bins. I need to take care of those. It is a working room. It always just looks like a mess, but there's bags that come in and bags that come out. It's gonna get done. It really will. All right, let's look in here. Turn on the light a little bit. There's not a light in there either. It's so deep. But yeah, I've started putting, I have like 3 sizes of purses, you know, my little one, my medium one, and then I got to carry a few extra things with me one. And they're up there at the top. We have hats. I need to figure out reorganizing that again. But I got that little bin that was up in the linen closet, and we're putting my son's backpack in there, the one that he takes when he goes all over. So still a work in progress, but like everything's all together, right? That's the way it should be. Somebody's jacket. A cleaning thing. Yesterday was March 14th, which is 3.14, which is Pi Day. So we had pizza yesterday and we're not done eating it. Boiling some eggs because we end up with too many eggs. That's a good thing. And I'll tell you a little bit about what's on the counter there. Sourdough starter that's a little old and we need to get it started. The gum that, I've left some things on there. That's okay. Ooh, I'm drinking that right now. This is a bottle that needs to be thrown away. There. Actually recycled. I'm afraid to show this trash can too close, but I think we'll take care of it a little later. The pantry room, but this is the pantry. I mean, I've got to go through it again. And the faster I clean it up, the faster we just put things in it. Oh boy. Does that ever happen to you? You clean it up and just, bam, it's done. In fact, I did the dishes and there's dishes in the counter. But this is a living, breathing, working kitchen. And this is a Saturday morning. And I was folding clothes and didn't get them finished up. And there is my husband. Oh, look, no, show your face.
I'm shy on the camera.
No, you're not.
I'm shy.
He takes care of the chickens mostly. And it was taking care of the eggs. So.
I'm so shy. You can check my 3 other YouTube channels.
1,
4,
2, 3.
actually.
Yeah, the one that you and I are on are 4.
Wonderlanders.
The Wonderlanders is the channel that Vladimir and I do together, and we go around and show cool things in Utah. That lemon is from that tree, and we have 1 more lemon on it. And here, I just got this last night, but this is to organize all the mail that comes in and out. It's not going to, we have mail from 5 different adults. So that organizes it. I might also put this is your thing, go take it up to your room in there, and everybody will need to go to their box every day. That's the idea. We'll see how it works. Here is the family room. Another confession time. I have not gotten around to testing those beds. I really have to test the beds. I only want to keep 1 of them. We only need 1. And we've got some laundry going here also. And woo, a little off balance there. Bathroom. Nothing's changed in the garage from the last time. or the downstairs storage, so I'm not taking you there. Not much has changed in my office, but I'll show you. Oh, I want to show you this too. So my son, Era, likes to do the Legos and the Botanical Legos, and so we have decided to put them on display here instead of in the living room where nobody could see them. And that is my office space right there. That's my house tour. Now I want to show you the thing that I need to take care of. Last time we voted, this is the last thing I did. I'm going to clean up in what I call the pantry room, which actually has a more official name.
I'll tell you what that official name is in the next video, where I am going to start cleaning up this pantry room because it is too much to do in one video, and I have big plans for it that I am really excited about. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is a long-term journey, and I'm also going to be talking a little bit about the history of how we keep our houses. If you want to see more of that kind of content and you want to see real, no fake mess content, hit that subscribe button so we can keep figuring this out together. And tune in next time when I start to work on this pantry room. Until then, be kind to yourself while you are conquering your mess.